Hello and welcome everyone to Quick Album Reviews. I am the Angel CJ Metal, and today I'm guarding Arcane Rain Fell by Draconian. Arcane Rain Fell is a concept album about Lucifer's fall from heaven and the ultimate creation of hell. From my understanding, the original story of Lucifer's fall from grace goes something like this. Lucifer used to be the most beautiful angel in heaven and God's favorite angel until Lucifer began to talk about how he would become the new ruler of heaven. God didn't like this, so he exiled Lucifer and some other angels from heaven and sent them to hell. Obviously, this story may be slightly different depending on your beliefs and religion and everything like that. Released in 2005, this album has since become a classic amongst the Gothic Doom subgenre, and for good reason. Besides the story being told on here, the music itself is an interesting mix of styles. Besides being obviously Gothic and Doom metal, there's even some death metal and some black metal influence as well. They are very subtle, so you have to be paying attention very closely to notice them. The vocals on this album consist of three styles: growls, female cleans, and talking, like a monologue kind of talking. The growls are the center stage, obviously, but the female vocals add a nice counter. And there's also, I believe, I want to say 2 or 3 talking sections, but they exist to further the story and kind of act as a exposition, if you will. But what really drew me to this album was the atmosphere. If you've listened to any other albums by Draconian, you'll notice that they like to make slow-paced, sorrow-filled music, and they're quite good at it. It doesn't get boring because the band always has things changing up every once in a while, so a song may start slow and atmospheric, but by the end it's heavy and melancholic. When your album is over an hour long, you kind of have to keep things changing, otherwise you failed as a band because you lost the listener. I've personally listened to this album, I want to say about 4 or 5 times now. I came across it on YouTube one day years ago and have been coming back to it since. One thing that has always kind of bugged me a little, though, is that the ending of the first track, A Scenery of Loss, leads perfectly into the second track, Daylight Misery, my favorite track, actually. But the rest of the album doesn't follow the same thing. All the other tracks afterwards don't really bleed into the next, and it's always kind of bothered me. I mean, it would be really cool if they had done that, like if the whole album sounded like one whole song, kind of like what was done on Sorry Nay. That album was really cool because, well, obviously, besides being a really fucking awesome album, each track bled into each other, and I kind of wished the band did this on this album because it would have felt like more like a story, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Arcane Rain Fell is an excellent Gothic Doom album. It's atmospheric, melodic, heavy, very, very well crafted, and a joy to listen to anytime. If you haven't listened to this album, I highly suggest checking it out. It's not perfect, but the musicianship is just something that needs to be heard and experienced. And yeah, that's all I have for today's review. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you tell a friend to do the same. If you haven't already checked out Draconian, I suggest checking out this album and The Burning Halo. Both of them are just beautiful albums of Gothic Doom, and they will both be satisfying to the ears. Just be aware of the cover on The Burning Halo. The final track on there, it's not very good, so you can skip over that one, just let you know now. Anyways, hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you at the next review.